A world without wasps. Sounds pretty great, right? Like a dream come true. But what if I told you it would actually be a complete and utter disaster? Yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, I get it. Just hearing the word wasp can make your skin crawl. They have this sixth sense for ruining a perfectly good picnic, don't they? Sneaking into your soda, buzzing right by your ear. So yeah, for most of us, a world with zero wasps sounds like absolute paradise.
But here's the thing. If that wish actually came true, and they all just vanished, it would be a huge, catastrophic mistake. I'm not just talking about for nature. I'm talking about for us.
All right, so let's start with their number one job, and honestly, it might be the most important one. Wasps are basically nature's special forces for pest control.
You know those yellow jackets you see everywhere? Well, they're predatory wasps, and they feed their babies a non-stop buffet of bugs that we absolutely hate. We're talking caterpillars, flies, and all those other little critters that love nothing more than munching on our gardens and farms.
So let's picture two worlds. In our world, with wasps, we've got this amazing all-natural pest control system. That means healthier gardens, healthier farms, and way less need for chemical sprays. But in a world without wasps, oh man, you'd see a population explosion of pests. We'd have to use so many more chemical pesticides, and that stuff gets into our food, our water. It's a mess.
And this isn't some far-off environmental problem. You know, this hits you right where you live. Literally. We're talking fewer apples in the grocery store, fewer tomatoes for your sandwich, and a whole lot more creepy crawlies making their way into your house.
Okay, if you thought that was cool, it gets even wilder. And a little gruesome. See, most wasps aren't just hunters, they're what's called parasitoids. And what that means is they lay their eggs inside another living insect. The baby wasps hatch, and well, let's just say it's not a good day to be the host. It's like something out of a horror movie.
And get this, the scale of this operation is just mind-blowing. Scientists think there could be up to 2 million different species of these parasitoid wasps out there. Each one is like a highly specialized assassin, targeting specific pests like aphids and moths that destroy crops.
They're so effective, in fact, that farmers literally buy these wasps by the thousands and release them into their fields. I mean, how smart is that? It's a totally brilliant and sustainable way to protect our food without dousing everything in nasty chemicals.
Okay, so they're pest control experts, but that's not all. Let's talk about their other superpower, one that almost nobody gives them credit for. You know, we always hear about the bees, right? Save the bees! But wasps, they're pollinators too, and they're incredibly important.
And for the perfect example, look no further than the amazing fig wasp. Now, figs are weird. Their flowers are on the inside of the fruit, so the only way they can get pollinated is if a tiny female fig wasp wriggles her way in. Once inside, she pollinates the flower, lays her eggs, and then dies. Her job is done. It's this beautiful, bizarre, and totally essential partnership.
So, why should you care about this one little wasp and its strange life cycle? Well, because more than 1,200 species of animals, we're talking monkeys, birds, you name it, depend on figs for food. That one tiny wasp is basically responsible for feeding an entire ecosystem.
Think about that for a second. The takeaway is huge. No fig wasp, no figs. No figs, and all those animals start to starve. The whole ecosystem could just collapse, like a house of cards, all because we lost one tiny little insect.
Okay, pest control, pollination. Still not sold on the whole wasp thing? All right, how about this? Let's talk about that painful sting, the one we're all terrified of. What if I told you that inside that venom is a secret that could one day save your life?
I know, it sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. But it's true. Scientists are finding that the key to a whole new generation of medicines might literally be hidden in a wasp sting. So what they found are these chemicals in wasp venom called mastoparents. And these things have some amazing abilities. They can actually kill harmful bacteria. And even more incredible, early studies are showing they can destroy cancer cells while leaving healthy cells alone. Now, it's still early, but the potential here for new medicines, for new cancer treatments, it's a total game changer.
So when you put it all together, it becomes pretty obvious that we've had wasps wrong this whole time. Maybe it's time we start rethinking who the real heroes are.
Let's just quickly run through that resume again, shall we? They're pest controllers, protecting our food and our forests. They're pollinators, holding entire ecosystems together. And they're a source of medical hope, with venom that might hold the cure for diseases. That's pretty impressive. So maybe the next time one of those guys buzzes a little too close, instead of freaking out and grabbing the nearest shoe, you can just take a breath, maybe even give it a little nod of respect, and then, calmly walk away.
It really changes how you look at them, doesn't it? So the next time you see one, what are you going to see? A terrifying pest or one of the planet's most important unsung heroes? Friend or foe?
Oh, and one last little fun fact for you. You know why they're so scary? Unlike bees, which have a barbed stinger that gets stuck, a wasp's stinger is smooth. That means it can sting you again and again. So yeah, while they are our friends, it's probably still a good idea to admire them from a distance.